good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Dima, I'm piano music. So guys, we all know that this just Pearly Things situation has created a boo-boo storm. Can I get some farting sound effects? And it's created so much of a farting, like a boo-boo sound and like farts everywhere. Your boy is out here cleaning up the dust, right? And so, I got to get paid because I'm rich. But guys, I have an interview coming out with the brother Sar Garvey. You will probably see it tomorrow. And he showed me a particular clip that is very interesting in its own right. Now, what am I talking about today? Well, Dima, play that clip.
What about you, Sarah?
What about me?
Well, same question.
Would I date?
Like,
I've only dated black women.
Okay.
I've only dated black women, all of my life. So,
Is that by choice?
I guess that's my preference. I guess, it's like.
But he said he wouldn't really consider someone of a different race for long term. Do you feel the same way?
Yeah, I can't see myself long term with anyone like but a black woman, and it's just what I'm used to, And
it's what about you?
So this clip is pretty interesting because we can argue that some of the people that are associated with Miss Pearly Things, you can say that they're more willing to have what we would consider an integrationist mentality, meaning that they're not necessarily so loyal to like a black way of thinking. We've even heard Mr. Amiri Howe say that. In fact, stop the show. Dima, let's actually let him say that right now.
O'Shea Duke Jackson, that guy is cancelled in my book. He is super cancelled because there's a thing. There's a thing about the black manosphere. Yeah. The polarization of you imbeciles is what stops black people in general from proceeding in life. Because you do not allow people like Pearl and myself and King Richards and Auntie Jenny to widen the Overton window to allow all types of different perspectives on our channel so we could have discourse on another level. We do not want to be pigeonholed by what black people across the world thinks we should talk about, especially when it's a white woman that is running the channel.
So as a black person, we understand how he feels. He's definitely different than Sar Garvey. Sar Garvey is only interested in black women. But I want to play a snippet of a video that was made about 6 years ago from yours truly about what some white women hate to hear black men say. Play that clip. Men will accept black men usually on one idea. They will take a black man on one talking point. And that is, she needs to make sure that you dislike black women. That's what women who are interested in black men would love to hear. You see, they may never criticize black women to you. They may never talk bad about black women to you. They won't do it. They're looking for you to do it. You see, most black women, or women rather, when they talk to black men, they're gonna and do expect you to talk shit about black women. They want to hear you say, man, black women have attitude problems. They want to hear you say, black women don't know how to act. They want to hear you say, black women are ghetto. This is what they want to hear you say. Because when they hear you say that, then they know that they never have to worry about a black woman taking you from them. You see that? It's almost like you. If you're talking to a white woman with a big booty and she's beautiful and she's your type, well, one of the main things you'd like to hear her say is, I don't like white men. They're lazy. they're dull, they're lame, they don't know how to have sex. Because see, in your mind, it's like, all right, I'm getting back at the white man. I got his girl now, and I never have to worry about her going back to a white man. I feel the same way. They just don't say it. They just think about it. So what happens when you meet a white woman? And what will turn her off? What would make her be skeptical about you? For those who love black men, tell you what you tell her. I love black women. You see, this one phrase, if you tell a woman that you find black women to be very, very attractive, it's going to put a wrench in her engine. The reason is she's not used to hearing it. You see, that's one thing that women don't want to hear. The way they process it is, wait a minute, I'm the best grade of women available. Black women are trying to look and act like me. I am the beauty standard. Many other black men have told me about how they dislike black women. What do you mean when you say you are attracted to black women? I don't get that. Come again. You're the first black man to ever tell me that. And don't say black women are my first attraction, because that's going to make her do one of two things. Number one, she'll leave you alone. Or number two, she's going to try so hard to convince you that you need a woman. So, you know what? I'm going to say this, and I'm not able to prove the point. I think that more or less he was taken down because his channel was primarily hit with those copyright strikes from coming, from a different perspective, meaning that he was trying to, in her opinion, expose him for some of the things that she was trying to do. But also, we do know that Just Pearly Things deals exclusively, at least to a certain degree, with black men. She's had black boyfriends before. That's one of the talking points. But could it be that Just Pearly Things is upset because Sarah Garvey is not interested in dating white women? A white woman such as herself. Can I get a da 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 sound effect? Now, let me just say this. I can't answer that. I don't know Just Pearly Things. I don't know what her attraction is. I don't know what she likes as far as a particular man or not. But this is what some people are saying about Sarah Garvey. That, and he even puts his Instagram tag, that, hey, she probably likes me. This is why she's acting this way towards me, because she knows I will not ever deal with her on a romantic level. That I cannot assess. But I have heard of many situations where, when white women talk to black men and they're interested, and you're not a black man that's, let's say, interested in, let's say dating them, and you want to stay with black women, you're not really interested in white women, they can be offended by it. And handling rejection is tough for a lot of ladies. And that's something that I have noticed. If in general, and I'm not saying that this is the case with Just Pearly Things, but in general, I have heard and I have seen a few cases where black men tell white women, I'm not interested really in dating white women. I would prefer my own women. And that is something that they're not used to, because from time and time again, they've always heard of black men, preferring them, maybe possibly talking down on, black women to them, so much so that they don't have to say anything, right? And this is why you get so many IG models of different races disrespecting black women. I talk about that all the time, because black men, once they get around some of these ladies, this is not all black men, but those who are willing to go out there, they're so quick to tell them about our problems. And you're even seeing this right now with Just Pearly Things. There's so many black men who are talking directly to Just Pearly Things, throwing Just Pearly Things under the I'm talking about to Just Pearly Things in her midst. Now, to her credit, she hasn't said anything since then about black women. But if you go to her particular show, just type in Just Pearly Things black women, there are people who talk about those issues on their show. Now, I've never really commented on that before. Some of the pro-black brothers have commented on that before, but you know, that's one of the things, right? And then I think a lot of times when that happens, a lot of black men can get white women and rather can get emboldened because, oh, okay, these black men are insulting their black women in front of me. So then they come across a brother such as Sarah Garvey who will, you know, they ask that question and it just could be just a temperature check. And he says, hey, this is my standards. I don't want to deal with anybody else than a black woman. You'd be surprised how many people are offended by that. They're shocked. And could there be repercussions because of that? I've seen a few cases where that has happened. I am not at all indicating that this happened between them. I personally believe that the main situation that happened between them two, or those two individuals, happened because of him coming out at her. Now, the other secondary things I cannot prove or I cannot say, but there's always anything possible in this life, right? So guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again. Another episode of The Celebrity John. I appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe to the bell. We're out.